Hello and welcome back to my channel. आज again we are doing one more sectional test English के लिए and the app that I'm using today is Smart Kira. पिछले दो वीडियोस में मैंने दो अलग अलग ऐप्स के मॉक डाले हैं. You can check it out. और आज हम लोग करेंगे Smart Kira से क्लर्क लेवल का प्री इंग्लिश. So let's get started. Okay, so यहाँ पे कुछ टिप दे रहा है. Okay. So the first question has come और ये है close test. Okay. This shouldn't be that hard. Installing pipes is only one part of the challenge of supplying dash drinking water. Supplying safe drinking water. Easy. In Odisha, for example, attention is dashed not just to surface water but also groundwater. Attention is paid. Attention pay ही करते हैं. C. Water source just surface water but also checking whether the source is a health dash and cause for purification. Is a health hazard. Health hazard. Yes. D. At calls for just because it looks clean doesn't mean it's safe. In Puri, the government says it will ensure stringent quality control, reliable and real-time monitoring of water. Quality is as important as its supply. That's how people will trust the tap enough to drink dash from it. I think directly, yes, directly. Performance here needs to be dash up. Okay, performance needs to be level up. Okay, तो 5 questions थे closed test में and this was pretty easy. और obviously क्योंकि clerk level है तो चलो we'll move on to the next section और ये है error. Okay. In this case the sentence identify the part. Okay, error वाले part को detect करना है. In 1928, physician Alexander Fleming was in such a rush to go on vacation that he accidentally left a stack of dirty petri dishes in their laboratory sink, which resulted in great invention. Easy. आप लोगों को भी पता चल रहा होगा कि D is easy because physician Alexander Fleming जो है वो एक singular subject है और वहाँ पे जो यहाँ पे ये there use किया गया है ना, this is plural. यहाँ पे his होना चाहिए. So ये a spike in the number of infections set some alarm bells ringing in March, but none were loud enough. Some alarm है. Some को कैसे हम लोग treat करेंगे? Some को plural use करेंगे ना. But none were loud enough to prepare us for the devastation we saw barely a month later. यहाँ पे letter का spelling wrong लग रहा है. So LATTER नहीं होना चाहिए. Going with this. Enchantingly beautiful as well as superbly managed. Enchantingly beautiful as well as superbly managed by its creator. Our planet Earth is hanging in the cosmos as a part of only one known solar system consisting of much planets. Okay, यहाँ पे much planets होगा नहीं, many planets होगा, because planets is again a countable noun. Much हम लोग use करते हैं uncountable noun के लिए, like much water has been spilled. लेकिन there were more people, like because people is countable. Okay. Amid this tinder box of pain, raging and fear, there are heroes who have risen from among us. Amid the tinder box of pain, raging and fear. Okay, यहाँ पे pain, rage and fear होगा. I have loads of spyware on my devices thanks to the sites I have visited that I deny visiting, and they serve me tiresome advertisements for things I will not buy. And they serve me tiresome advertisements. I have loads of spyware on my devices thanks to the sites I visited. ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, इसको छोड़ देते हैं. ओके, ये डबल फिलर है. That cannot be any question more easier than the double filler. डबल फिलर में क्या होता है ना, आप ऑप्शन देख के पता कर सकते हो, ओमिट कर सकते हो जो गलत होगा, and you can reach to the correct answer. So often there is a dash about the motivations of private healthcare providers due to dash scale provider. Okay, यहाँ पे कंसर्न होगा, लार्ज होगा. सोशल मीडिया डैश डैश प्लेटफॉर्म्स ऑफर सिंपल एप्लीकेशंस गिव्स. ओके, अगर एप्लीकेशन है तो गिव्स तो होगा नहीं, बिकॉज सब्जेक्ट प्लूरल एंड वर्ब सिंगुलर, ऐसा नहीं होगा. एरिया इंड्योर नहीं होगा, प्रिंसिपल्स गैदर्स नहीं होगा, एजेंट प्रोवाइड, अगेन एजेंट एंड प्रोवाइड्स होना चाहिए, तो प्लेटफॉर्म्स और ऑफर सबसे सूटेबल आंसर है. As people in dash with high vaccination dash tentatively, as people in nations with high vaccination rate tentatively emerge from lockdown. Fashion design is one of the extremely lucrative career choice. Yes, for your alternative options, actions available. ये possible और actions तो निकल गया. That open a world. For passionate and skilled individuals. अब ये थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम है. When life is dash, meditation allows us to give up. When life is uncertain, control that we cannot, and bring our focus to that what we can. Oopsie, काफी बड़ा है. Passage है, कर लेते हैं. On 14th August, Nehru had declared long years ago, we made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge. The achievement we celebrate today is but a step, an opening of opportunity to the great triumphs and achievements that await us. He reminded the country that the task ahead included the ending of poverty and ignorance and disease and inequality of opportunity. These were the basic foundations on which India embarked upon its path of development since gaining independence in 1947. Since 1947, India has achieved tremendous progress in raising gross income levels and standards of living. The gross domestic product increased from 2,939 billion during 50-51 to 56,330 billion during 11-12. In 1819, India GDP was valued at an estimated 140,776 billion. Okay, तो काफी सारा डेटा है. The agriculture sector continues to be an important sector in the Indian economy and generates livelihood for more than half the population. The real gross value added by the agriculture, forestry and allied sector went up from around 1502 billion in 50-51 to around 22,263 billion as per 11-12 calculation. The advent of the Green Revolution during the 1960s was a game changer for the country. It saw the adoption of modern technology and methods to produce high-yield variety seeds that significantly raised agricultural productivity and increased food grain production. The net production of food grain in India increased from around 48 million tons during the 50s to a massive 240 million tons during 17. India continues to be one of the largest producers of rice, wheat and various fruits and vegetables in the world, and is also the leader in milk production. इस पैसेज में सीन ये है कि बहुत सारे डेटा है, बट कुछ भी ज़्यादा टेक्निकलिटी नहीं है और कुछ भी कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं है. बिल्कुल सिंपल वर्ड्स में बस एक कंपैरिजन है फ्रॉम द टाइम व्हेन इंडिया गॉट इंडिपेंडेंस अप अंटिल 11-12. तो इसमें जो कंपैरिजन है, तो इसमें आई डोंट थिंक यू शुड बी रीडिंग एनी फर्दर. गो डायरेक्ट टू द क्वेश्चन और वहाँ से जहाँ का भी डेटा पूछ रहे हैं वो देखते हैं. विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सिनोनिम. अच्छा, एक तो एडवेंट का. एडवेंट मीन्स क्या होता है? अ वेंटेज पॉइंट, स्टार्टिंग पॉइंट. तो उसका सिनोनिम क्या होगा? अराइवल होगा. According to the passage, which of the following indicate the basic foundation on which India embarked upon its part? ये तो हम लोग पहले या दूसरे पैराग्राफ में पढ़े थे कि basic foundation. Which were the basic foundation? End of poverty, end of corruption, end of inequalities and opportunity. The end of poverty होगा because achievement celebrate triumph. He reminded the country task that ending of poverty and ignorance and diseases and inequality of opportunities भी है. That's why end of corruption की बात कहीं नहीं की गई है, तो end of poverty and inequalities of opportunity. So answer would be 1 and 3. Easy. The GDP of India, as I said, पढ़ने there was no need to study the whole passage, to read the whole passage. आप क्वेश्चन देख के डायरेक्ट पैसेज को रेफर कर सकते हो और वहाँ से आंसर आप अपना गेन कर सकते हो. तो विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू अकॉर्डिंग टू द पैसेज? द जीडीपी हैज डिक्रीज. बिल्कुल नहीं, जीडीपी हमेशा इंक्रीज हुआ. हर एक चीज डेवलपमेंटल टर्म में इंक्रीज हुई है, तो ये तो गलत हो जाएगा आउटराइटली. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन है द रियल ग्रोथ वैल्यू एडेड बाय एग्रीकल्चर फॉरेस्ट्री went up to our 3263 ट्रिलियन. ये थर्ड, आई थिंक थर्ड में ही है. ये एग्रीकल्चर सेक्टर, इंडियन इकोनॉमी, लाइवलीहुड 2022. 30,000 की तो बात ही नहीं की गई है. 3263 है नहीं कहीं. सी here it is agriculture continue to be economy, livelihood, the real gross value forestry allied sector went up from 1502 to 22,000. तो ये तो गलत ही है. थर्ड देखते हैं, इंडिया इज द लीडर इन मिल्क प्रोडक्शन. यस, इट हैज क्लियरली बीन मेंशन्ड हियर. यहीं पे सेकंड या थर्ड पैराग्राफ में India continues to be the one of the largest producer of rice, wheat and various fruits and vegetables in the world and is also the leader in milk production. तो ये ध्यान में रखते हुए only 3 आंसर इसका होना चाहिए. बिकॉज ट्रू पूछ रहा है, अगर फॉल्स पूछा रहता तो 1 and 2. According to the passage, in which area has India achieved tremendous progress? ऑप्शन देख के तो लग रहा है all 3. Yes, all 3 दे देते हैं. According to passage, conventional service industry is expanding with the areas. In with which area? Conventional service industry. इसको पढ़ना पड़ेगा because conventional service industry, ये जो term है ये अभी तक we haven't come across. So we'll need to read furthermore. Significant stride industrial development in terms of real water, engineering, in services, information, IT. Yeah. Conventional services industries have also expanded with financial services, tourism and hospitality and retail changing. So financial services, tourism and hospitality. Pharma sector, financial, tourism, नहीं, pharma sector की बात नहीं हुई है यहाँ पे. So it's basically 1, 2 and 4 here. According to the passage, which of the following are rewards of the Green Revolution? ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन का रिवॉर्ड्स क्या क्या है? तो ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन में हम लोग एक बात, एडवेंट ऑफ ग्रीन रेवोल्यूशन 60 वाज अ गेम चेंजर फॉर द कंट्री. इट्स और अडॉप्शन ऑफ मॉडर्न टेक्नोलॉजी आया, मेथड्स टू प्रोड्यूस हाई HYV आया, सीड्स दैट सिग्निफिकेंटली रेज एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्टिविटी बढ़ा, फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा. ओके, तो इन एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्टिविटी यस बढ़ा. एग्रीकल्चरल एजुकेशन कहीं एक्सप्लिसिटली मेंशन नहीं है. वैरायटी ऑफ क्रॉप्स बढ़ा, इंक्रीज फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन बढ़ा. तो 1, 3 and 4 कहीं नहीं है. व्हाट शुड वी डू? इंक्रीज्ड वैरायटी ऑफ क्रॉप्स. वैरायटी ऑफ क्रॉप्स भी इंक्रीज नहीं हुआ है, बल्कि वो हाई यील्डिंग वैरायटी है. तो हाई यील्ड वैरायटी सीड्स. यस, तो ये ना थोड़ा सा गूगली वाला क्वेश्चन था. आई थिंक द करेक्ट आंसर शुड बी रेज एग्रीकल्चरल प्रोडक्टिविटी एंड इंक्रीज फूड ग्रेन प्रोडक्शन 1 and 4. अच्छा, अब नेक्स्ट सेक्शन पे, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आ गए. द सेंटेंस सम पार्ट ऑफ इट मार्किंग यू हैव टू आइडेंटिफाई. ओके, रिप्लेस करना है, नो प्रॉब्लम. IB was set up in 1887 through an administrative order by a British official, and today there is no constitutional or statutory backing for IB or even a formal charter apart from a law in 1985 restricted some of their rights. Okay, restricting some of its rights. IB की बात हो रही है, देयर होगा नहीं, सिंगुलर एंटिटी है, इट्स ही लगेगा. restricting some of its rights, restricting some of its, तो some है ना, तो rights करते हैं, restricting some of its rights amongst the many groups adversely affected. Easy. We normally identify ourselves with our group's body, the way we look, our gender, race, religion, and caste, while none of this identify the soul. While none of these identify the soul. यहाँ पे see what's the difference now? You might have this question in your mind. See why these two are more or less the same sentences, right? But यहाँ पे identifies है, यहाँ पे identify. The thing is कि यहाँ पे while none of these है ना, so these ये plural pronoun है. I learned my lesson the hard way when I discovered that one of my accounts had been classified. That one of my accounts here have been, one of my classified had been classified as dormant. I don't think any correction is required here. I think this sentence is perfectly fine. Okay, para jumble. F से तो start हो रहा है. Snakes and Ladder is one board game that most of us have played at some point in our lives. It is said that the game was supposed to teach It is believed that popular board game was invented in India, but the time period remains a matter of debate. While some claim that the game was first played in 2nd century BC, others believe it was invented much later in 13th century EC. It is said that the game was supposed to teach children the importance of moral, but it's not that easy as you have. Okay, this is a very tricky actually. ये always tricky ही होता है. Snakes and Ladder F से तो start हो रहा है ना. 1 2 3 4 6 statement is one board game that most of us have played at some point in our age. एक redundant subject नहीं लग रहा है तुम? 5th, 3rd, 1st, 2nd. ओके F से तो स्टार्ट है तो F तो डाल ही सकते हैं ना. फर्स्ट तो F है. Snakes and Ladder is one board game that most of us have played at some point in our lives. It is believed that the popular board game was invented in India, but the time period remains a matter of debate. While some claim that the game was first played in 2nd century BC, others believe it was invented much later in 13th century ED. It is said that the game was supposed to teach children the importance of moral. Each player tried to quickly climb the ladder and reach the top, but it's not that easy as you have snakes waiting to bite you and push you down too. Okay, I think I have cracked it. It is like this: F, then E, then D, then C, then B, then A. ये arranged ही है नीचे से. So, okay, I got it. So F के बाद second statement E, third statement D, fourth statement C, sixth statement A, Fifth statement क्या है? Fifth statement. No, fifth statement is not C, right? Fifth statement is B. Third statement is D. Yes. Okay. Let's submit this test now. Yes. What? Only 28 attempted. ये क्या हुआ?